Waiting for everybody to get in here. It's funny actually going live on YouTube. I haven't been live on YouTube for a long time, so it's kind of cool to be on here. Oh man! Oh, just did a 5K run. Fast as heck, boy. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. I am working on something extremely exciting for everybody. It's like redonkulously good. Wait, 6 people watching. Where are we all watching from? Who are we? Let's have a look. Who are we? Australia. Hey, from Melbourne. How's it going? Hey, Dancing with Wholeness. Ah, that's an awesome name. I like that. How's it going, guys? God, it's been a crazy week for autism stuff, isn't it? The Tylenol thing, and I don't want to get into politics, but Newcastle, nice. Ashley in Newcastle, how are you, pet? See, I know the Geordies. I know Geordies very well. Terrible Geordie accent. Hey, how's it going, Richard? Good to see you. I am currently, dudes, like, I've been working on something for about 6 months now. Any ideas for interactions with my non-verbal 5-year-old grandson? I'm from MO, which is Missouri? No. I don't know where that is. I do have. There's a lot. You have to find the link of communication there. So is it pictures? Is it using toys to? It's called pairing when you use toys, and you kind of use toys to kind of say, oh, this I'm going to eat. Do you want to eat? Do you want to go to the bathroom? That kind of thing. Or is it using emojis on your phone? Is it using sounds? Is it pointing? Is it having them take your hand to point at the thing that they want? So it's like, yeah, Missouri. So it's kind of like finding out what is their preferred method of communication, and once you crack that, that is the way to do it. The first thing you need to do is pair, is to get to their level. What do they like doing? Are they playing with Thomas the Train sets? Are they playing Pokemon? Are they playing Minecraft? Are they like looking at DVDs, like collect white paper? It could be anything, right? I'm just going off script here. Find a thing they like, and then engage in that thing that they like doing. Then they'll kind of have some camaraderie. They'll be like, hey, this person understands me, they get me, they're on my level. And then the communication will flow. Hey, Dan. Hi, everyone. Hey, Helen. So that is the best way to do it. If you want more, though, I have a very detailed course for parents, caregivers, and with trains. There you go. Another kind of people who take care of young people on the autism spectrum, specifically for these people. It's called the Autism Acceleration Academy. If you go to www.autismaccelerationacademy.com, you can enroll in the course, and if you use the code TAW10, it'll give you 10% off the price of the course. It's amazing. The feedback I get from that course specifically for caregivers is amazing. Happy birthday! Is it Charlene? Charlene Dent? Hi, Emma. Cristina, hola desde España. Hoy muy impresivo. Y I have no idea. My Spanish is terrible. It's as good as my Portuguese. How do I leave my house again? How do I leave my house again? Jason, we had a call today and you missed it. So please check your calendar and your emails and your junk folder for the invites for the coaching. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I do coaching one-to-one with people. And Jason is one of my clients. So make sure you check that out, dude. Guys, I want to show. I'm working on something like so good, it's ridiculous, right? This is so good. So I'm going to show you what I'm working on, guys. Honestly, it's crazy, right? Do you think Asperger's disorder equals autism? Yeah, of course it is. It's the same thing. I was in a hospital. I'm so sorry, Jason. I didn't mean to be, facetious. I was just joking around. But yes, no problem. Let's reschedule. You can reschedule another one. Don't worry. Okay, so guys, I'm working on this, right? This is an increased confidence and acceptance in 7 days with building energy for autistic individuals, right? because I realized that autistic individuals being judged and rejected, misunderstood, feeling burnout, overwhelmed, the world isn't built for you, and you feel isolated and no one understands you, right? So let's go through some of the things that I'm teaching in this program, okay? How to build real confidence without fear that you always felt misunderstood, okay? Putting yourself out there without embarrassment, trusting it works even if you've never seen it happen before, achieving growth, getting rid of worry about your age, and if all the kind of stuff. Making progress without sacrificing family life, be accepted without changing who you are, how to be heard without awkwardness. Dude, check this out. How to create a fresh future without being haunted by your past failures, even if nothing's worked before. Because a lot of autistic individuals feel like they can't get motivated because the past haunts them, right? The past failures. How to discover who you truly are without pretending to fit in, like feeling like an outcast. How to regain energy and motivation without feeling burnt out, because you feel burnt out by feeling overwhelmed every single day. How to fully embrace autism without second guessing yourself, obviously getting rid of imposter syndrome. How to thrive in a world not built for you, even accessibility seems possible. And then how to find that you belong without awkward small talk, even if you felt alone, right? There's also bonuses. Dude, this is changing the game. This is changing the game, right? This is amazing. And I'm so excited for it. Look at the difference in me. Like, this was me when I first started YouTube, okay? 2013. And this is me today. Look at the confidence difference, right? So I'm teaching this, and I'm very excited for it. Now, I actually give the first chunk of this course away. You can take it right now. It's completely free. You can take the first chunk, which is like 5 modules. All you have to do is go to www.bulletproofbrain.org right now, and you can download it for free. And this is what you get in it. Let me show you. Because this is the starter kit, right? This is what you get in it. This is completely free. Now it's all for free now. How to be social without overthinking it, even if you don't know the rules. How to boost energy with more spoons, if you know about spoon theory, even if you're running on empty. How to fit in society without losing yourself, even if you feel alienated. How to make progress without doubt. How to speak confidently without misunderstandings, even if people don't get you. And then there's a Bulletproof Brain starter kit journal there as well. And then there's like some next step bits and pieces in there for you to think about. So if those sound like something that you think, hey, doing that is going to improve my life and improve my confidence level as an autistic person, you just go to www.bulletproofbrain.org. Okay, so the first website I said for the lovely dancing wholeness is Autism Acceleration Academy. So it's www.autism accelerationacademy.com. Let me see if it's that .com. Oh, I've spelled acceleration wrong, haven't I? Give me a second and I'll show you the site. Autism Acceleration Academy.com. Autism Acceleration Academy. Okay. Okay, let's have a look here now. I'm going to try and find it. Autism. I'll give you a second, guys. AutismAccelerationAcademy.com. Okay, this is it, guys. So if you go to Autism Acceleration Academy, here we go. Let's access this now. So AutismAccelerationAcademy.com. If you go here, this is how you can get into the program. And it goes through everything here. And there's some testimonials from other parents as well, so you know that I'm not like just saying like, oh, it works. No, these people, love this course, okay? But if you guys want in on the other one, just go to, hold on, give me a second, guys. Go to this www.bulletproofbrain.org, and you can download all of that stuff for free that I mentioned a minute ago. This one, right? If I go here, all this stuff, this is all free from bulletproofbrain.org. So www.bulletproofbrain.org. Hi, David. Right, I gotta go because my sister is coming to visit me right now. And then, but I wanted to give you guys this free gift of So go to www.bulletproofbrain.org. Put your email address in, and you'll get all that stuff. I'm also on waiting list. An appointment. All your videos are all advice really helping me keep on with it. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Right, thanks. Okay, dancing with wholeness or dancing wholeness. Dancing wholeness. Please use TAW10. So TAW10 when you're checking out on the Autism Acceleration Academy, and you will get 10% off. Try TAW20 as well, because that might give you 20% off. If it's still active from the last promotion, then you'll get 20% off. But try the 20, and if the 20 doesn't work, 10 will definitely work. Yeah, no worries. Hey, look, if you have any issues, just email me, okay? dan@theaspieworld.com. No problem. And if you're wanting to have one-on-one coaching from me, once you take that course, email me and I'll send you a link. No worries at all. Okay, amazing stuff. Best of luck. And if I can help in any way, please let me know. I would love to help you more. So just message me. Okay, I'm on for a few minutes though still, because my sister's not here yet. She's messaged me saying she won't be long. So basically I'm on this mission, right? I realized that autistic individuals lack confidence. But why do they lack confidence? And they lack confidence for 7 main reasons, okay? We as autistic individuals, we have no confidence, or little to no confidence, due to the fact that we don't know how to build confidence because of fear of rejection, right? Or I always feel misunderstood and left out of things, okay? And then we don't feel confident because, the future seems daunting, because we go, oh, I've did this in the past and I've failed before, I've made mistakes and I did all this stuff and I feel kind of like inferior, and then you can't get past that, right? So you're fearful of the future because the past mistakes that you've done, or the past kind of like failures, have haunted you. How to discover who you truly are without pretending to fit in, because a lot of autistic individuals will try and fit in, right? We'll go to like, a club or a nightclub or a speed dating thing. We don't belong there most of the time, like I'm really into robotics and technology and marketing and business and all that kind of stuff. And if I went there, like if I went to a club, that's not my scene. But if I went to a marketing conference, that's my scene. Yes, autistic individuals are vulnerable because they're not confident. When you become confident, what happens is you take control. It's about assuming responsibility in certain ways. When I realized this, I was diagnosed with autism at 26 years old. Up until that point, I was completely just, as you can see from that picture I showed you of me as a young person versus now, how the lack of confidence was just breathtaking. I'm like, so like, I couldn't look at the camera, I couldn't talk properly. I had, look at this. This is Dan, unconfident, autistic, and life was difficult, right? No achievements, nothing. This is Dan after implementing the things that I teach. This is me. Look at this as awards. There's that's my international best-selling book in 3 countries in 24 hours. There's a Autism TV award. There's a Facebook award, YouTube award, Autism Hero award. Behind there is a Disability Smart award. I've got another award from PESBODs for mentors and heroes in autism. And so all of those things happened because I gained confidence, right? And this is what I'm teaching. I realized, like, hey, man, I was never confident, but I can teach it. And what was the core principle? The core principle was assuming responsibility. Then I gained control over things in my life, good and bad. And when I did that, I began to realize that I can do things, I can move mountains, and I can create amazing things because I'm an autistic person. Then I was like, autistic individuals are amazing. Like, think about this, okay? Elon Musk is going to be putting people on Mars in a couple of years. Like him or loathe him, I don't care about his politics. What I'm interested in, though, is making us an interplanetary species. Greta Thunberg, believe in climate change or not, she's still making a massive discussion on the environment and the economics of environment and that impact on us as a society, right? Incredible. 16-year-old girl talking about that stuff in parliaments and in the UN, like it's crazy. So these things, why did these people manage to do these things? They're just like you and I, right? Autistic individuals. I'll tell you why, I'll tell you how. They were able to assume responsibility for things good and bad in their life and use that as fuel. I teach you how to do that, okay? And I'm going to go through exactly what I'm teaching in this new program, right? How to build real confidence without fear of rejection if you felt misunderstood. And these are all the pieces to go with it, right? If this sounds like you've got to give me like a heck yes in the chat, because I'm going to be like, this is amazing. How to create a fresh future without being haunted by the past failures, even if nothing's worked before, right? How to discover who you are, even if you've been pretending before. So if you've pretended to fit in, so how to discover who you are truly without pretending to fit in, even if you felt like an outcast your entire life, right? Does it sound like you? How to regain energy, motivation without burning out, even if life feels too overwhelming. How to finish tasks, even if you're starting the day tired, right? Like this is it. How do you get energy? How do you get more spoons? How to fully embrace autism without second guessing yourself, even if you struggle with self-doubt. A lot of people get an autism diagnosis and then they'll have imposter syndrome, like, oh, it can't be me. Maybe the doctor's wrong. Maybe everyone else is weird, and I'm not the one with autism. But when you assume this responsibility, right? How do you believe in your diagnosis? How do you understand that, right? Then you can build the confidence without questioning anything. You don't question your self-worth. You become confident, right? How to thrive in a world that's not built for you without feeling left out. Even accessibility seems impossible. A lot of people say, oh, I can't access the world because it's not built for autistic individuals. Okay, cool. But until that time, we have to do something about it. So, how to fit into society, how to navigate life, even if it's confusing, how to be valued without being overlooked, how to adapt without stress, how to feel strong without hiding away, how to access life without barriers, how to get hired for a job without the stigma of employers see autism as a weakness, right? All this stuff. And then the last one, how to find belonging without awkward small talk, even if you're always felt alone, right? You tell me about it, right? How to find guidance without feeling alone, how to be heard without misunderstood, how to get your needs met without explaining forever, even if people don't understand you, right? How to communicate clearly, even if people don't get your thinking patterns, how to connect without filters, even if social rules don't make sense. All of this is part of my confidence program, and I've perfected this over a year, collecting data from the past 20 years. And so I was like, I need this to go out, because my mission is, I want to create the bulletproof autistic brain so that autistic individuals can embrace all of those things that make them unique, create the confidence level that's like, they call it BDE energy. I'm not going to tell you what it stands for, but you can guess. And you have that like charisma and that motivation and that magnitude of like, just when you go into a place, you have like raw magnetism. People are like, wow, this person's here, this person's awesome. How? Why does that happen? People say to me all the time, people phone me up just to get psyched about life. They get energy from me. And why does this happen? It happens because I have realized my potential. And so I'm going to create, and this is what we're going to do. It's not just me, but I'm going to help spark off a wave where we can have all autistic adults who can come into my program get in, just absolutely confident in 7 days, right? I teach this in 7 days. So in 7 days, you can go from being absolutely just like burnt out, oh, my life's a mess, to being like, dang, let's go kick some butt, right? Like, let's change the game. And this is it, right? Like, check it out. Look, you can increase confidence and acceptance and energy in 7 days. Autistic adults build unshakable confidence, even if you spent your whole life feeling misunderstood, rejected, with my step-by-step plan, right? And over 100 autistic adults worldwide have given me a 4.5-star review, okay? Now, you can get my personal 7-day plan here. Over 60% of adults on the autism spectrum have no self-confidence. This is crazy. Look, this is me. This is me. Look, this is me. No self-confidence. Dan, and then I talked to you about it, right? Like 2013, I was like, I'm completely unconfident, right? But I talked to you about what you master, right? Being confident, being motivated, and creating an autism-friendly life. This is amazing. And exactly. So this is the thing. Therapists don't get it. Therapists are like, we need breathing techniques, here's some medication. And don't get me wrong, I'm medicated as well. And I think medication is amazing for focus and different things. But I'm telling you, it doesn't solve the issue. The problem we face is that the people who teach us these things are not neurodivergent, or they've not been through the struggles, right? It's kind of like, imagine you go to a gym to say, hey, I want to get ripped, I want to get 6-pack abs and like the biggest arms you've ever seen, and then you go there and the gym trainer is this like really big out of shape guy who's sitting there eating like a box of Twinkies. You're like, wait, this guy's not going to teach me anything that can improve my condition, right? Because like the proof's in the pudding, right? Like he hasn't been through those things, he hasn't transformed his life yet. I transformed my life. Not only a year ago from today, my life fell apart. I moved out of the house that I was buying with my partner. I mean, my partner split up. We have two children. I'm co-parenting, so I'm writing a book about parenting whilst being an autistic adult. And those things alone should have crippled me, but they didn't, because I built on the fact that I'm an autistic adult with the brain capacity, like all of you, to make amazing things. This world, however you may think about it, you say the world isn't built for autistic people, but the world was built by autistic people. All the major science, engineering, maths, and technology breakthroughs have been by autistic individuals, guys. We built this planet, and we will continue that. Because imagine what happens when I ignite a fire inside all of us, right? Set it ablaze. I answer all of those questions I just showed you then, right? And you go, holy crap. This is how we solve it. You go and teach somebody else this. How? Because the program is set up that once you take the course, you can then enroll somebody else in the course, and when they buy it, you get 50% of the sale, but also you're teaching them. You're teaching them what you know. You're an advocate. You could work for me. You can come with the advocate. You could be one of the coaches here at the Asperger World to train people to use their bulletproof autistic brain. Amazing. Nikia, hello. How are you? I'm all right. I'm good. I'm just talking about my new program, which is going to drop very, very soon. I'm very excited about it. Now, if you want in to when this program drops fully, go get the free the first part of the whole course. The first module is completely free. Look, this is what you get. You get the guide on how to be social, overthinking, even if you don't know the social rules, how to boost energy, even if you've got no spoons and you're running out of energy, how to fit in society without losing yourself or feeling alienated, how to make progress without doubt, even if nothing's worked before, how to speak confidently without misunderstanding, even if people don't get you, right? And then the Bulletproof Brain Journal, which is like an extra thing. And then there's some next step bits here. It's actually, I'm going to chuck some more things into here. There's a bunch more that's going to be expanded on. If you want all of this for free, you can do, because you go here. You can get the Autistic Adults, Be Confident and Lower Anxiety with 5 minutes a day, the Bulletproof Brain Starter Kit. It's not a PDF. I don't know why it says PDF. But yeah, just go to www.bulletproofbrain.org. You have to put the www in front of it for some reason. I don't know why. www.bulletproofbrain.org. And when you go there, just put your email address in and click send me the book, and it sends you all that stuff I just showed you. You get all of this, and at the very least, you'll get all of this completely for free when the program launches. I'll tell you now, the program is called the Bulletproof Brain in 7 days, right? It's launching on next week, on Thursday next week, so a week Thursday it's launching. But one of the most incredible, and it is going to be a paid for item, but it's not going to be huge. It's going to be $197 all in. However, I don't want to scare anybody away by saying it's $197. There's a payment plan, right? So you don't have to pay it all up front. You can pay it, and there's like a 14-day money back guarantee. So if you don't like it, you get all your money back. But this is interesting. It comes with this. Only on when I launch, if you're one of the early adopters of this program, right? If you want to get into that program I showed you, I give you all this for free, right? This is all the free stuff, like how to get your needs met without explaining forever, even if people don't understand you, how to get hired without stigma, how to access life without barriers, even accessibility feels impossible, how to adapt without stress, even if you spent years trying to fit in, how to manage demands without overwhelm, even if it's too much on your plate, the 7-day done for you calendar with reminders to keep you on track, even if you're prone to forgetting about things or writing things down, how to make progress without sacrificing family, work, even if you're always busy, right? And then how to grow yourself without fear, even if you've been this way since birth. And this one's an amazing one. How to fit in society without losing yourself, even if you feel alienated. These are all free, right? When you buy the program, when you enroll in the program, if you're an early adopter enrolling in the program, you get all those bits for free. They won't be available when the thing goes public, but yeah, school can be very overstimulating. I have a bunch of videos on schooling on my YouTube channel. So if you type in the Aspie World School or Aspie World Education, you'll find my videos on YouTube here all about that. Let's have a look here. Oh, my top fans, I love it. How do I feel about the Yeah, it's nice to see you live as well. Nice to see you live. It's nice to be live and see you here as well. How do I feel about the conversation about paracetamol? I mean, I did a video on it. If you go to my YouTube channel after this live, I did a video. It was up late last night because I recorded it and put it straight out. It's unedited. It's raw. It's just me talking to the camera. What I think about it is very simple. You can't have a blanket statement saying that acetaminophen creates autism in babies whilst the mother takes it when they're pregnant, right, or in utero. Because of that, unless you have scientific evidence to back that up, you can't really put that claim out, right? But I can see that I don't know what they're doing. That there's another reason for it. Why did the Trump administration do that? Like, what are they going to gain from it? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. But it's crazy to think that, like, people think that because the thing about it, Tylenol, paracetamol, or acetaminophen, right? Basically, it's the chemical compound name. It's the only drug you can take for pain relief when you're pregnant because it's the only one that's safe, right? There was like a study showing that there was like cerebral cortex and brain swelling in utero for the baby, with some people who'd taken Tylenol. But it wasn't the Tylenol. I think they were taking the Tylenol because the pregnant mother could feel whatever was going on. She had a fever or whatever, and it was causing the swelling of the baby. Now, of course, if you have cerebral cortex or brain swelling, it's going to starve the brain of oxygen momentarily. If this happens, then more than likely the baby will develop autism, neurological pathways, like what we know as autism, right? Is neurodivergent pathways in the brain, which is loosely based. I think that's what Trump's thing is based on loosely. I don't actually know because there's no documentation released. He just did a press conference without actually anything in it. So I don't know. All we can do is sit tight, look at science at the end of the day. I'm a scientist. I have a bachelor's degree in chemistry. I'm an MIT graduate also. And if we just hang tight, sometimes it will either make sense or it will just go away as obscurity. Because even if they stop giving people Tylenol when they're pregnant, I don't think we're going to see a decrease in autism diagnosis, right? Again, proof's in the pudding. Let's just see, you know? But anyway, that's that. So guys, I highly recommend. I'm so excited about this program I'm launching because I want all of the autistic adults in the world to be powerhouses, right? To build autistic brains that are bulletproof because we have the amazing ability to do just incredible things. And I believe in each and every one of you. So let's forget about, I'm not confident. Okay, let's get you confident. Let's get you to the confidence level because autistic individuals are not confident people. Why? Because they have these 7 barriers to access. So I teach one of them a day for 7 days. By the end of 7 days, you can be like, Dan, I'm a powerhouse. And you are. You're amazing. You're a beautiful, strong, incredible autistic individual who is about to take on the world and change it for the better. And the cool thing is, like I said, when you take the program, you can then refer somebody for the program and then you earn from it as well. Let me tell you, Jason, your life is not falling apart. Your life feels out of control because you've allowed people to have control. And I'll give you one example. If people think that being in control or wanting to be in control of things is crazy, you're a control freak. No. Quite on the contrary. If you are not in control of the things good and bad that happen in your life, if you relinquish the responsibility for the bad things that happen in your life to somebody else, the ether, the world, the fate, or whatever, what happens? Well, you then are in the hands of somebody else. So that situation has control over you. And when somebody has control over you, that means you're out of control. And what is an out of control life? Well, it's chaos. Nobody wants to live in chaos. Autistic individuals are prone to this. Hey, how's it going, Carl? Iron Eagle, how's it going? So let's break it down to a very simple promise. Assume responsibility for everything good and bad that happens in your life. Life is happening for you because of you. I think, therefore I am. These aren't just cute sayings. These are things that are very prevalent in the experience of life. When you get up in the morning, it's your decision on what happens, right? Take control. And when you take control, you win every time. Because I'd rather be in control of my life, even if there's bad things happen in it, than be out of control and my life be chaos. And I teach this exact method. I teach how to do this in this program. I'm so excited for it. The Bulletproof Brain in 7 days. Guys, I'm so excited, dude. It's like, you have no idea. Like I said, go download the free first part of it, www.bulletproofbrain.org. Download that free part now, which is like the five steps. I'll show you again. So this is the website. Go to bulletproofbrain.org, but make sure you put www in front of it because the website has a bit of a Barney. And then you get all these for free, right? You get the how to be social without overthinking it, even if you don't know the rules, how to boost energy, even if you're out of spoons, how to fit in society without losing yourself, super important, right? How to make progress without doubt, even if nothing's worked before. Because a lot of people say, I've tried this, tried that, but like, yeah, you ain't tried it my way. How to speak confidently without misunderstanding, even if people don't get you. And then the Bulletproof Brain Journal. And it's true, because look, this is the proof's here, dudes. Look, it's me. This is, if you go on YouTube and look at my first ever YouTube video, this is me. I'm just a mess. I'm like an unconfident mess. Look at me now, dude. Yeah, man. Awards shelf. This guy's beaming. Let's go, man. My autistic traits are worse at the moment. Yeah, well, they fluctuate like anything else, my dude. And I tell you, I can help. And if you want, like, you can book one-to-one coaching with me. If you're interested, you can go to bulletproofbrain.org/121, like this. Bulletproofbrain.org/121. If you do that, you can actually book. Yeah, you can actually book coaching with me, and I've got a special offer on at the moment that I've just extended for some of my clients. So if you go to www.bulletproofbrain.org, so make sure you put the www in, /121, you can buy one coaching session and get 3 free. So if you buy one session, you actually get 4. So you can either pay for it all at once for $97 for the 4 coaching sessions, because you're getting 3 free, or you can pay over 4 times. But anyway, this is amazing, and this is one of the best ways I connect with my audience. Cool, amazing. Honestly, helping autistic individuals increase their potential towards life fills my heart with so much. Like, I just want a world full of autistic individuals who are like powerhouses, like people who can be like, right, let's go, let's build it, let's build it better than ever before. I'm here just looking because my stomach hurts. Oh man, if your stomach hurts, one of the best things to do is to take something like green tea, or you can take something like ginger ale, or anything like any kind of like mild spice will help with your stomach. Or the worst case scenario, you can drink some milk to settle it, and then also you could take anything that's an alkaline, like, so you could, like, if you have like chalk, you could just cram a little bit of chalk into your mouth. That'll help your stomach as well. I know it sounds crazy, but it will help. I think that's basically what Tums do. Right? Tums is like this thing. It's just like, all this is just basically chalk condensed to a powder that you put into your tongue. So, yeah. But anyway, amazing stuff. I'm ready to change the world. I'm going to be doing a live session here soon, based on the Bulletproof Brain. The 7 kind of steps. I'm going to do like 2 or 3 of them, and then I'm going to launch my program, and if anybody wants to early access, enroll in it, they can. Look, if anything I've said interests you and you're interested in the program and you want early access with a discount before it even goes live, let me know. I can email you a discount before it goes live. How come all pricing is in United States dollars? It's just because the world trades on the US dollar, right? Which is weird, but that's it. If you'd like, I can put all of my prices like equal to at the bottom, current exchange rates of pounds to dollars, if you want it, if that helps. It's a lot cheaper in pounds. What would you say to someone who has had a bad family life? You have to assume responsibility for it, because not because it's your fault, just because you should be responsible for the things that happen in your life, because then you control it. Again, I'm not saying it's anything that's your fault, you've done anything wrong, I'm just saying just control it. That's the first thing I would do. Second thing I would do is I would look at it and say, how does having a bad family life increase my potential towards thriving now? And I'll give you an example. When I was 11 years old, I became homeless. Rather than dwell on it and go, oh, I was homeless, I had no bad opportunities, I said, okay, this is my rock bottom. This is my lowest point. Where do I go from here? How do I go up? And when I go up, I appreciate every single step, because I'm like, man, there was a point where I didn't have food. There was a point when, like, my family were crying because they didn't have money, and we didn't have heating, and we were homeless. All those things. And I increased that. I look at it and I say, okay, that's a lesson that just taught me life, the value of money, the value of food, the value of heat, the value of not putting your family's house down as a business asset, which is what happened. My family lost their house because they lost their business, and we were self-employed. So yeah, it's interesting. So my advice would be sit down, take a deep breath, write down all